Hey everybody, welcome back to Daytime. We're coming to you live from Stratusphere in Vaughan. With us now is the reason I am so skinny and looking silky smooth, Shannon Kadlovski. What?
Excuse me.
What? I'm skinny. My stomach's gone. It's smaller.
No, you look good. You look
Healthy
great.
lifestyle specialist Shannon Kadlovski is back on the daytime. Oh, I guess we're on the Stratusphere set today. All right, Kadzie, what are we talking about? Because we have a lot of things on here. Yeah. What are we making?
So when we're working out and we're active, we want to make sure that we have enough protein in our diet, right? Protein helps to build and repair muscles. It helps, all of the systems in our body to function properly. So we need to make sure that we're getting adequate protein in our diet.
And protein doesn't mean meat. Because
protein
I
doesn't
don't see
mean
any meat here.
We are doing all vegetarian, except for, well, we have a whey option, which is the only dairy that you can use if you're not sensitive to dairy. In ours today, we're not using it. Okay. We're going to be using a vegan protein, so everything today is vegan. To dairy. You're sensitive to dairy, exactly. So we're going to make a shake, a protein shake, so it's quick and easy in the morning. You can just take it down and go on with your day, or have it in mid-afternoon for that energy boost. And then we're going to make some power bars, but we're using chickpeas as our base.
I'm going to sneeze, so if I sneeze, ignore me.
Okay, I had them earlier. I had one earlier. I snuck one of those. Is that the power bar?
That's the power bar.
It's so good. And it's gluten-free, sugar-free.
There's no refined sugar. It's
amazing.
Gluten-free. It's made with all natural ingredients, so it really helps to give us a good boost of energy. There's lots of superfoods in there as well, so we'll get to that in a little bit.
Let's start over here.
We'll start, so we'll start with this smoothie.
Get over here to the protein.
When you're choosing your protein, you can either choose something like this, which is just a vegan protein powder. You can choose a whey protein, which is a dairy sort of source of protein, or you can choose sort of like a whole food optimizer, which has all different vitamins and minerals and other types of ingredients in there. That's going to give you everything that you need. It's almost like a meal replacement, so you can choose that as well.
I use the one the yellowy brown one in the front.
Yeah, and so you can use that. That one you can add honestly just to water, and you'd be fine for you'd be fine for your meal. If you're using sort of like the vegan based protein, you might want to add some other things to it. So that's what we're gonna do.
All right, shake me up,
Okay,
let's
do it.
So I like to start with a rice milk, but again, you can use an almond milk or a hemp milk or any kind of milk. Yeah, coconut milk, whatever you feel like.
Use milk if you want.
You could use milk if you were a dairy person. Exactly. So we're going to use rice milk today, and then I like this protein. It has a vanilla flavor to it. It also comes in chocolate or just.
So what is it made of if it's vegan?
This is a brown rice protein.
Oh.
So it's fermented brown rice, so it's easily digestible because it's been fermented.
120 seconds.
Okay. So we're going to toss in some of that protein, into our shake.
Scoop or so? Or
about a scoop or so is fine.
This is so healthy that children and babies can even have.
Anybody. Right? We're going to put in some cocoa powder, but raw cocoa powder, because who doesn't like chocolate really,
right? Exactly.
Then we're going to add in some chia seeds, about 2 tablespoons of chia seeds.
What does a chia seed do?
Chia seeds are another good source of protein, good source of fiber for us. So they're a really good seed for us. We'll toss those in. You can toss in flax seeds as well. Exactly. They're the good omegas. And then I like to add a little bit of sunflower seed butter to mine. I really like how it makes it taste.
And it adds extra protein.
It adds a little bit extra protein as well. Okay. And then we're going to toss in some. I use dates. Dates are super sweet, and again, they're a good source of fiber, good source of potassium for us, so I toss in some dates.
Okay.
And then we're going to use Manuka honey, which is...
these big words.
Yeah, well, it's Manuka honey. It's a little bit, it's not as processed as, a honey that you would get
at the
grocery store as honey. So we use that. It's really good. Well, Elaine, maybe you do that while I grab the next thing. So it's really good for our immune systems as well, the Manuka honey. And then we're going to toss in about a cup of mixed fruit.
How many people is this serving?
Do you want me to put the whole thing in?
Yeah. So I like to use mangoes because they're really creamy, and blueberries because they're really good for us, and I like the taste of them. This will serve about 2 to 3 people, depending on how big of a shake you're having. So you can have it in the morning, and then you can put it in the fridge and then have it in the afternoon.
Spinach and chocolate.
And then we're putting in spinach because honestly, you don't taste it.
I did that all the time with my kids. I put spinach in their shakes and chocolate and strawberries, and they never knew.
You don't taste it, and you got to have it.
Kick the power in a second, but for people at home who want to get healthy sweet. I was going to say something else, but I don't know.
Healthy sweet's fine.
Healthy sweet, sure. Go to ShannonKadlovski.com for more information, or RajTV.com. We'll be right back, guys, with more. Don't go anywhere.
Okay. Welcome back to Daytime on the Road. We are mixing it up with Shannon Kadlovski, who's our nutritionist.
Well done, mixing it up.
Healthy lifestyle expert. We are liquefying a protein shake, a raw vegan protein shake, that is. And you are going to also make brownies with us, right?
Yes, we are.
So I'm going to pour this shake out while you continue.
Okay. So the base of our brownies is going to be chickpeas, and really you could use any...
Chickpeas and brownies?
Oh, trust me. So we need to get our protein in, right? But because we're doing sort of a vegan, brownie here, we need to get some chickpeas going. And the great thing about the chickpeas too is they're loaded with fiber.
Oh, wicked good. Okay, go.
So we're going to add in about, if you're using canned chickpeas, about a can's worth of chickpeas, and if you're using...
Do you rinse them?
Yeah, you'd want to rinse them for sure before you use them. Go for it. So you're going to use about a can of chickpeas, toss it into a food processor.
Yeah. That's really good. I did not expect that. That's really,
It tastes like chocolate milk. It's
best smoothie ever.
And I have spinach in there too. Okay. So we're doing a chickpea brownie.
Yeah, so we're going to do the chickpeas as our base, and then we're going to toss in about a half a cup of that sunflower seed butter. Again, if you're not allergic to nuts, you can choose an almond butter, cashew butter, whatever kind of butter that you want. Butter. And then we're going to toss in about half a cup to 3/4 cup, depending on how sweet you like them, of pure maple syrup.
Okay.
We're not using the one that's made with sugar and all that. We're using the pure maple syrup.
And how do you know that when you're looking at the label?
Well,
what are you looking for?
it'll say just pure maple syrup
on
the label. You can also use honey, or you can use agave. You can use whatever type of sweetener that you like.
I find agave is not very sweet.
It's not. I prefer the maple syrup in this recipe, but really it's up to you, whatever you like. And then 1 banana mashed. The banana, again, is going to add a little bit more of that sweetness, and it's going to help to keep it moist, so the brownies stay really moist. Then we're going to use, again, the same cocoa powder.
The raw cocoa?
The raw cocoa, so, the unsweetened cocoa powder. Actually, before we add that, let's just, first you want to blend it up just a little bit to, I guess we can do it, right?
You can do whatever you want.
Okay, well, I just didn't know if it would make a sound. So we're going to blend it up just until it's all sort of combined. Like that, just a couple seconds.
Who would have thought chickpeas in a brownie?
Exactly. Well, you know what? Well, there goes the lid. If you don't know that it's in there, you don't know the difference, right? And so you can toss this in for for your kids as well.
For sure.
Don't tell them that it's in there, and they're not going to know the difference. So then we add in our cocoa powder, because again, everything I make has to have chocolate in it.
Right.
Then we're going to add in some of that protein powder as well. So you can add in, again, the whey protein, the vegan protein, whatever protein that you choose. You can toss some of that in, about a half a cup as well. And then
what next?
You're going to toss in about 1.5 cups of rolled oats. Then I like to add in some dried cranberries, but really this is the part where you can add in anything that you like, right?
Blueberries, mangoes if you want it to,
You can add in anything that you want. So we're also going to add in some coconut there.
Yeah, we're going to add, I thought that went on top.
Is that unsweetened coconut? We have less than a minute.
Okay, that's okay. Tons of time. So we're going to add, you can toss in the whole thing. We're going to add in some coconut, and then we're going to add in about 1/4 teaspoon of matcha green tea
Best
powder.
Thing to put in your body. Nothing's better.
Nothing's better than
Japanese tea?
Yes, it is so good for us.
They do in tea ceremonies.
It's amazing. It gives it a little bit of a bitter taste if you add too much of it.
But you should add this in your protein shake if you can in the morning.
Absolutely, yeah. Add it to your protein shake. Yeah, add it to your power bars, and that's the whole thing. And then we blend it up. Again in our food processor. And
let's not do that just yet because we don't have a lid.
Okay.
Then what we do is we take it, we put it in a pan.
So you want to grease a little bit of grapeseed oil in the bottom of the pan so it doesn't stick. Toss the whole thing in here. Just flatten it out with your wooden spoon.
Pass me one of those, Jeff.
Yeah, and you want to bake it for about 15 minutes at 350.
Awesome. For this recipe and a whole lot more, ShannonKadlovski.com, or follow her on Twitter.
It's amazing.
Shannon Kad. We'll be right back, guys, with more date time. Don't go anywhere.
It is like a brownie.